In the secluded town of Manhattan, where the echoes of centuries-old tales lingered in the air, there stood a mansion on the outskirts, steeped in a haunting history. This aging relic, with its imposing silhouette against the moonlit sky and the surrounding ancient woods, held within its walls the ghostly legend of Lady Eleanor Whitman. The mansion, once a symbol of grandeur and opulence, had succumbed to the ravages of time, its decayed facade now bearing witness to the bygone era it represented. The locals spoke of Lady Eleanor's heartbreak, a tragic narrative that unfolded centuries ago. Abandoned by her lover, she withered away in sorrow and despair, pledging to haunt the mansion until true love could release her spirit from its earthly tether. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the town, the mansion took on an ethereal glow. Moonlight bathed its crumbling exterior, and the air seemed to thicken with the weight of an unseen presence. The townsfolk, steeped in superstition, avoided the mansion after nightfall, for tales abounded of unearthly wails and the flickering candlelights that danced mysteriously behind long-forgotten windows. Emily, a young journalist from the nearby city, caught wind of these eerie tales and felt an insatiable curiosity pulling her toward Manhattan. Armed with a camera, a notebook, and a healthy dose of skepticism, she embarked on a moonlit journey to unravel the mystery that enshrouded the town. Determined to separate fact from folklore, Emily approached the haunted mansion with a mix of trepidation and excitement. The night was still as Emily crossed the threshold, her footsteps echoing in the silence that enveloped the decaying structure. The air inside was laden with an otherworldly energy, and guided only by the pale glow of the moon. She ventured deeper into the labyrinth of shadows and forgotten memories. The mansion's interior seemed frozen in time, each creak of the floorboards echoing the whispers of a long-gone era. Undeterred, Emily moved through dimly lit corridors, her camera capturing the eerie ambiance that permeated the abandoned halls. The silence was broken only by the distant howls of the wind, and an unmistakable sense of foreboding settled over her. As Emily explored the mansion's haunted chambers, a sudden chill enveloped her. A soft voice like a gentle breeze whispered her name, sending shivers down her spine. The flickering candlelights seemed to beckon her further into the heart of the mansion, compelling her to press on despite the growing unease. In a grand chamber adorned with faded tapestries, Emily felt a sudden presence. A cold gust of wind extinguished her flashlight, plunging her into an impenetrable darkness. Panic set in as she fumbled to relight it, and that's when she saw her. Lady Eleanor Whitman, a spectral figure draped in a tattered gown, her eyes reflecting a profound sorrow that transcended time. A haunting melody filled the air, resonating from an ancient piano in the corner. Transfixed by the ghostly apparition, Emily listened as Lady Eleanor's ethereal voice sang of love lost and the pain that lingered beyond the grave. The room seemed to warp and shimmer, transporting Emily into a bygone era where tragedy unfolded in every melancholic note. As Lady Eleanor's song reached its haunting crescendo, the atmosphere shifted. The mansion groaned as if awakening from a long slumber. Shadows danced across the walls, and Emily felt an inexplicable connection to the ghostly figure before her. Lady Eleanor's eyes met hers, and in that moment, Emily understood the depth of her sorrow. Driven by an otherworldly force, Emily found herself compelled to share Lady Eleanor's story with the world. The ghostly figure nodded in gratitude before dissolving into a gentle mist, leaving the mansion in peaceful silence. The oppressive energy that once hung in the air lifted, and the once haunted halls seemed to exhale a sigh of relief. News of Emily's encounter spread through Manhattan, and the town embraced its newfound connection to the spectral realm. The mansion, no longer a place of fear, became a symbol of love transcending time. Locals whispered that Lady Eleanor had finally found solace, thanks to the courage of a young journalist who dared to uncover the truth behind the ghostly legend of Manhattan. The town, once shrouded in mystery, now basked in the moonlight of a tale untangled and a spirit set free. As the tale of Emily's encounter circulated, Manhattan transformed from a place of eerie whispers to a town where the past and present coexisted in harmony, forever linked by a story that transcended the boundaries between the living and the spectral.